So today I will be showing you how to change your oil filter on a 2002 Ford F-350 7.3 liter turbo diesel. So the filter I got is just an OEM Ford filter, and then I got this cap. I'm going to replace it. Here's your part number and brand. I also have a 9/16 ratchet, a hammer, a flathead to get the filter cap off, and a drain pan, and I'm using this Frisbee to get a little diesel in so I can put it on the O-ring. So I'm gonna approximately put my oil pan, or just whatever you're using to catch your stuff in, the diesel in, about right there, and if it spills, I'll just move it real quick. First thing you wanna do is you wanna get under the hood and locate the fuel filter cap, which is right here. And the first thing you wanna do is open this drain valve so all the diesel can let out, and it's gonna now go into the drain. So once that is done draining, you're just gonna wanna shut it. Don't forget to shut it. And now I'm gonna move this plastic cover with the 9/8 socket, 9/16, my bad, to get this out of my way so I can get to the fuel filter easier. So now that you can find your fuel filter cap easier and get to it easier, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my flathead, because it's on there pretty good. I'm gonna push it up right here, and I'm gonna get my hammer and hit the back of the flathead. Some of these fuel filter caps have a little slot for a 1/2 inch ratchet that you can just put in there and take off. Most of the time those strip. Some other ones don't have it at all, like mine. So this is the method I'm gonna use to get it off. And if it breaks, it breaks, because I got a new cap for it. Okay, so when you're done loosening the cap, you're gonna want to get something to put it on to take it out. So you can go ahead. Some might come out of the filter still, some more fuel. So go ahead and just shake it off, and then put it on your pan. And then you can see this one, it's pretty bad. This is supposed to be white. All that's supposed to be white. And then here it's pretty dirty. So yeah, definitely time for a change. So once you get it out, now is a good time to inspect everything to make sure everything's okay. What I did is I go ahead and I wiped everything down. You want to be careful with this. This is your diesel. This heats the diesel up. And just go ahead, wipe it down a little bit. Make sure you're not using something where it's going to get a lot of particles in here, because this is going to go into your engine, and you don't want stuff that's not supposed to be in the engine going in. So the next thing you want to do is you want to get both of your seals and go ahead and get some of the diesel you got, put it on your fingers, run them all around, make sure you get every bit of it. And then the smaller one is going to go in that little groove right there, and the bigger one I'll show you in a second. But go ahead and get your diesel in there. I went ahead, got my new cap out, sorted it, and I blew out with some compressed air just to make sure there was nothing in there from when shipping it. And yeah, I'll show you the next pyramid part is facing out like this, and that the flat part is in the inner spot. And then you're gonna want to go ahead and just grab your filter, go ahead and put it back on, and tighten it back. Tightening it, you don't want to over tighten it. You just want to get it to the point where it stops nice and snug. And then we'll go ahead and begin the process of refilling this little can back up. Okay, so for bringing the fuel system back again, what you want to do is going to turn it to the on position. And you're going to want it to sit for about 30 seconds. And then you're going to go ahead and turn it back off, the ignition back off, and you're going to repeat that for about 6 times, and then go ahead and start it. In the on position, you're going to also want to look for leaks around it all. And you'll also hear it start, as you can hear. And I forgot to say this before, but make sure you close this valve, or else you're going to have a mess on the ground. Okay, so after you do that process 6 times, you're going to want to go ahead and start it. And then you're going to want to hop out and make sure that nothing's leaking from the bottom and nothing's leaking from around the filter cap. Okay, so under the hood, everything looks all right. No leaks, no nothing. And looks like we're all done here. I mentioned to put your plastic Power Stroke cover back on and tighten down the bolts. But after you're done with that, you're all done with the process of changing the fuel filter. And yeah, that's it for today. Goodbye.